What's up, everybody? It is a Tuesday morning. This is John from the internet. I hope you are having a great day. And I've been up since 4 o'clock, per usual. That's about average. And so I've been up for about almost 3.5 hours already. It's all good. We're getting our day started. We got YouTube up here. We're checking on my favorite channels, which I love. Love to put that type of stuff in the background while I work. Got my email. Middle child is making her lunch. Fantastic.
I'm not making
Little guy is watching Daniel Tiger. Daniel Tiger, by the way, is why my kids aren't completely stupid. No, Daniel Tiger is an amazing show, and
it like teaches you what to do. Like if you take the episode that we were just watching,
yes.
Like if you take something away, you have to ask.
Yes, can we not move our hands so much with that knife? So, Daniel Tiger is based off of Rogers, Mr. Rogers. Daniel Tiger is a creature from Mr. Rogers' universe, and then they made him essentially Mr. Rogers. Well, it should be all right. So anyway, he's amazing. Daniel Tiger's amazing. Highly recommend. One of the best shows for children. Anyway, we got a big day. First couple minutes, in 10 minutes, we've got our first all-staff meeting of the week. Why am I saying first the only all-staff meeting of the week. We only have like one required meeting in my company, and that is on Tuesdays, where we meet at 8 o'clock Pacific Standard for an all-hands meeting and just calibrate the week, get some feedback, see what folks are doing. But as you know, I hate meetings, and so I try to minimize the amount of meetings that I have per day, per week, as best as I can. But today is really exciting because our new employee starts today. Paul, welcome to the team. You're awesome. We're so stoked to have you. Is joining our team, and he's going to do a number of things eventually. And some of you have actually met Paul, so Paul's great. I'm excited about that. Got a bunch of work to do, of course. And then we've got a panel tonight. We've got this really neat panel that I'm doing tonight, which is going to be covering things around the topic of faith and work. I wrote a blog post a little bit about that, but essentially, I really believe in a very holistic lifestyle. I really believe that there are incredible interdependencies between your biological, your physical, right? Your biological, your physical, your mental, your emotional, your spiritual health. I think all of these are all a part of all of us, regardless of where you are on your spectrum of thinking. There is definitely a spiritual component to who we are as human beings. There's just something that, I don't know, as far as I can tell, there's something happening. And I don't want to call it luck or serendipity or, just pure agnostic providence. Like there's something happening. Anyway, that's just my perspective. You don't have to share it. That's totally fine. Anyway, so I want to get ready for this meeting, but I've got one thing that I really wanted to chat with you about, perhaps throughout the rest of the day. And and I think that'll be the vlog. That'll be the vlog for Tuesday, January 29th. I can't believe January's almost over. Oh, so excited. I'm so excited about this year because there's so many good things happening. By the way, if before the shot is ended, I've got to show you my favorite mug. You can't really read anything on this mug very well, but this is my favorite mug of all time because it essentially says in English and Korean that I'm the best dad ever. Now, that is yet to be seen, whether that is true, but I hope it is. So, anyway. All right, let's get to it. What's up? We're back. And there's just very few things as amazing than a hot shower. So anyway, did that. Eating some lunch. Got some nice curry. But there's one topic that I wanted to talk about today, over the course of today, as I kind of walk through my day, I guess. And so, as you know, I enjoy a lot of reading. I've got these really cool bookshelves that kind of make it look like the books are floating against the wall. I think it's pretty cool. But I'm doing a lot of reading, and I had this moment the other day where just this new piece of information entered into my brain, and I really feel like it changed a lot of my perspective on a lot of different things. And you may have had very similar situations or experiences yourself where you encounter an idea, you encounter a place, or even a person. It's actually typically when you encounter a person, you have this moment, right? And you're like, holy cow, like that person, that thing, that idea, that new piece of data is really changing the way that I think about like a lot of things, right? And like in a real, truly impactful, tangible, functional, fundamental way. Not just like, oh, I tried a new ice cream and that was awesome, and maybe I should continue to get that type of ice cream. Not like that. Like a true life-changing perspective. I've had a couple of those over the course of the last few months, but yesterday was a big day, and it made me think about how life change really occurs, or behavior change really happens, and how hard it is to actually navigate, and for real behavior change to actually stick and become something, not just a habit. And there's a lot of science and psychology around developing habits and formulas and strategies and methodologies. I don't really want to talk about that because I don't really know much about that. But what I do know is that real life change, real behavior change is very difficult to actually achieve. It's one of the biggest challenges of building a new company is trying to change people's natural, long-standing behavior as they approach software, at least in terms of software development and product design. But I realize, like, how many times in your life, and then maybe you can think of a couple examples, where you've had that moment, you've had that piece of new data that really changed the way you saw the world, your own life. You met that person, right? And you're like, man, that person's amazing. I really want to spend more time with them because they're awesome, for whatever reason, fill in the blank. And then you go home thinking about it all day, maybe even stay up late thinking about it, and then you go to sleep. And you wake up the next day. And then life just kind of hits you, and you begin to repeat the same behaviors and patterns, and you start working through your schedule and your calendar. And before you even know it, that incredible new perspective, that incredible new piece of data, the incredible event or experience that happened literally 24 hours ago suddenly vanishes. And you're left stuck. You're left with thinking, well, a couple different things. One was that as impactful as I thought it was in the moment, that event or that new piece of data or perspective or opinion or whatever. Or two, like, why didn't it stick? Why have I already lost the motivation, the drive, whatever it is, to make that new piece of data a reality in my life? And again, so just think probably a handful of times where that's happened. And of course, this is like very somewhat relevant, I guess, because it's the new year. People are trying to make new commitments, trying to think through, things like New Year's resolutions, and trying to ultimately change not just the way that they think, but also their behavior, right? But so how many of us have walked through those situations either intentionally, hey, I'm going to make this particular state change in who I am and what I do, and then fail, right? That's intentional. And then there's this accidental where you bump up against a new idea or a new person, and you encounter something, you experience something, and then you're like, that's so amazing. It's going to change the way that I think about life. It's going to change the way that I operate. And then within 24 hours, it's gone. And I want to talk about that because I think that's really important. I think it's really important to capture those moments and then develop and build a few strategies, perhaps, or at least a plan, how we can make those things stick. So anyway, I'll have a little more thoughts in just a second, but I want to finish my lunch. And then Sue, one of the people that I work with, she is amazing. She has a huge project that I need to do to reconcile some bank accounts for end of the year taxes for our company, which is great. But I have blocked out literally 3 hours to do that. So that's what I'm going to try to do on this mammoth computer right here. You can't beat a wizard. Anyway, so I'll be right back. What's up? What's up? It's been a great day. And now headed into SOMA. Ooh. Yikes. Into SOMA for my event. Oh gosh, it's been full day. But I did want to continue to chat about the big idea for the day, which is what? Which is when significant things happen, events, new data, new experiences, new relationships, when those things happen and your life changes fundamentally, how do we make sure that those experiences, those changes, those life changes really stick with us in a really positive way and we're able to leverage them for the rest of our lives? So, I did want to share my secret. It's not really a secret. It's more like a technique, if you will, as to how I make sure that significant things that happen in my life can be maintained. I guess I should start driving right now. Where am I going? All right. So the technique. So one of the things I easily do, it's been a long-winded way to get here, but it's essentially very simple, is I try to tell five people about the experience, about the event, about the new piece of data, the new relationship, whatever just happened that significantly changed my perspective or, my life or whatever. The most important thing that I can do immediately following that event is tell other people. And I specifically have chosen, at least for myself, at least five people. And they don't always have to be, the closest people to you, like your partners or spouse or, best friend or whatever. But although those should be certainly included. What you really want to be able to do is talk to five people about the experience and just speak honestly and candidly about what just happened. And a couple of things will happen as a natural consequence of your decision to do that. The first is which you will validate whether whatever you experienced was real, was true, was right, because you're not as smart as you think you are, and you are easily deceived. Just as easily as I am. If you're like me, then you can be, easily excited about new things and new ideas, and I think I'm perhaps a little bit more designed in a way where I'm open to trying new things, but not everything that I try has to necessarily change my life, right? Or that it does. And so by talking it over with people that I trust and that I love and I respect, they're going to give me honest feedback as to what actually happened. And so that's good. There's some little bit of accountability as a part of that process. The second thing is you're actually going to be able to refine and better define and refine what actually happened, right? Because so much of what we do, so much of who we are is unknown. And the experience that I may just have had, right, Probably there was a lot of emotion involved. Probably there was a lot of, other things that could have confused me or could have gotten in my way from truly understanding what happened. That new piece of data, that new realization, that relationship, whatever. Maybe you're under the influence of drugs and alcohol. Just kidding. Maybe not. But, but that happens, right? Where you go to a bar, you drink a little too many, and then you feel like you found the love of your life, and you realize like the night, the day after that was completely wrong. Not that has ever happened to me or you, right? And so it's an opportunity to really reflect and review what just actually happened. So those things are really important, right? Create accountability, an opportunity to reflect on the new piece of information, the data, the relationship, to really understand whether or not that was as impactful as you thought it was when you first encountered that piece of data. And so going all the way back to really what started this vlog and why this is important to me is I love to read, as I shared, and I'm constantly encountering new ideas and things that excite me and things that get me fired up about what I'm doing, and sometimes these things really do change the way that I approach not just my personal life and my professional life, but everything. Sometimes it just changes everything. It changes the entire way that I think about so many different things. And as I encountered something that I read the other day, I realized, okay, I need to start implementing my technique. I need to start implementing my strategy of chatting with 5 folks about what just happened, just to really see if what just happened was legit. And hopefully that's helpful for you. Maybe not, but let me know in the comments below whether any of that makes sense whatsoever. This is kind of a rambling, random vlog, but that's kind of par for course. Heading into downtown now on 280. It says there's a lot of traffic. I don't see a lot of traffic, but I know there is a lot of traffic. Coming up to Embarcadero. Got a meeting with a friend first, and then my panel. So you guys will have a taste of that. Maybe I can capture some footage if I'm not overly self-conscious, which might surprise you, but I actually am. Like, holding this monster rig right here makes me feel a little bit strange. Maybe I shouldn't be doing what I'm driving. Beautiful shot of the city. All right, I'm going to focus on driving and finding a parking spot, which will be probably the largest challenge. And then I'll see you guys in a bit. Holy shit, I found a parking spot, and it's only 15 minutes, and which means that I'm probably gonna get a ticket, but I'm late for my meeting, and I don't know if I really care. Alright, so that was awesome. Loved hanging out with my friend. Now we are headed to the event. Walk over, see if we can make a total fool of ourselves here. All right, shall we? Walking down Mission. I actually haven't been in SOMA in quite some time, so this is really refreshing. Talk to me about that.
As long as
Now I believe I think we're meeting in this building. Actually, I don't know. It's somewhere over here. Here we are. 535 mission. So we gotta make a complete ass of ourselves. That guy.
What's up, my brother? How you doing? You ready for this? Get your panel on? Oh, there it is.
Yo, what's up?
What's up?
This
What's
guy.
up, world?
This is so sexy.
This whole contraption's sexy. Huh?
I know. Thank you. And up we go.
Up we go. What's up? Boy, that's what.
Good.
Yeah. Oh, something.
How you doing?
How you doing?
Good. We're bringing in chairs. It's right down there on the right. Bringing them down.
Okay. Really familiar. I'm Tyler.
Tyler, Steve Wick.
Steve Wick.
That's me. I think I've seen you one of these before.
Probably so.
That nice lady right there. Awesome.
I'm just trying to pull in as much
Yes.
as possible. Thank you.
This is the chair race hall.
There we go. Well, we can do that.
Well, I mean, I work out here mostly.
Oh, okay. But you
the
live on
valley and stuff. But yeah, I grew up out there and
Where'd you go to high school?
Okay, look at this setup.
All the way back, so.
Where'd you go to high school?
Here we are.
Yeah,
Now we'll get this thing done.
It's my dad. Oh, okay. So right next door. Okay.
You know, I could have gone.
Wish me luck.
Junior high closed when I was. I mean, my.
And we're done. And we're done. I survived. I didn't burn the house down. And these are all the folks that are just still hanging out here. But we will head home now and not embarrass ourselves any longer.
Yeah. What a great way to start it again. Super excited to tell the other guys and tell James like how.
Thank you so much.
No, thank you for coming.
Matt, thank you. You're on my
Yeah,
vlog
awesome.
It was
now.
so great.
I took
Everyone
some great
keeps telling
notes.
me like how great it was. So thanks for going.
She said it was awesome. Thank you.
Yes, it was so good.
Thanks for. I will.
Yeah, thank you for letting him come.
Yes. You guys are easy. All right. So my wife got some thanks because she is the best, and she's the one who said that I could come to something like this. I am going to. Where am I going? I'm headed to the bathroom. And this is where the vlog ends. 'Cause I'm done. The vlog's not done. Is it? The vlog is done. I'm done. So much editing to do. Alright, it's really done. Love you guys. I will see you guys later. Bye.